Thank you so much. How great a news is this?
I think it's extremely important because I think the news that the UK has approved the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine is extremely critical to the Indian approval, which I'm sure is going to be imminent. So this is a great way to, end the year and herald the new year with the good news that we are now going to have a vaccine deployment in the country.
Vishal, how would you respond to the government's planning? Even before there was any approval to any vaccine, you did see that the Indian government was planning extensively on the logistics because, having a vaccine is step one. Distributing it and inoculating the people with that vaccine is another. So do you think that the second step and the early start to that second step is going to help us now?
I think being prepared for deployment or, working towards vaccination preparedness is extremely important for a country of our size. And I think the fact that many state governments have actually conducted mock drills is extremely reassuring. And I, for one, believe that since India is already a country that is very familiar with large immunization programs, I do believe that we will, deploy these vaccines in a very, efficient way. Of course, there will continue to be challenges, but considering the fact that the AstraZeneca vaccine is unlike the Moderna or Pfizer vaccine, a vaccine that can be basically stored at under normal refrigeration conditions, and the fact that these are vaccines which we are very familiar with in terms of both storage, logistics, and deployment. The only difference being that it is an intramuscular vaccine and also injection, and also the fact that it requires 2 injections for the completion of the cycle is what makes it challenging. So I understand that the government is already, ready with an electronic tag or a digital tag, which makes it much easier. Yeah. So I believe that India should actually aspire to become a very digitally, advanced country when it comes to vaccination programs.
True. Which it is actually doing with the help of CoWIN. The government actually wants to do exactly this. But Ms. Shaw, now I want to ask you this question about the dosage or the requirement that will be required in India. So there are various vaccine candidates. We know that the Serum Institute will, if approved, have commitments to COVAX countries as well. At a time like this, do you think that we will have enough vaccines to vaccinate or inoculate the people in the desired or stipulated time?
So as you know, we need to basically get to a very large level of vaccination, which takes time. Most countries are actually at a stage where they're only able to vaccinate 1 million people a week. They need to be at 1 million people a day. And I think India can quickly get to that level. I think as far as availability of vaccines is concerned, I think the Serum Institute already indicated that they can supply 50 million doses. And they can supply another 50 million or 100 million doses by January. So I think all this augurs well for our vaccination program. And it remains to be seen how many we can immunize per day. I think that will basically then tell you what the speed and scale of vaccination is going to look like in India. Another good piece of news is, of course, there are a number of other vaccines underway in terms of a review and approval. The next, of course, I think being the Bharat Biotech vaccine, and following that you will have many other vaccines as well. So I think having a staggered approach to vaccination is, of course, going to be very important for India. And as I said, it's unlikely that you'll be able to vaccinate more than what is available or claimed to be available by Serum Institute, which is 50 million doses. So if you can actually vaccinate 50 million people in January, that would be very impressive.
Misha, we've talked about the positives. Let's now talk about the challenges. Do any come to your mind as far as India is concerned, now that in the new year we are going to undertake this massive enterprise of vaccinating?
Well, there are a number of challenges. I think, basically I feel that urban India is quite well set up to deliver on and deploy these vaccines. I think, rural India is also getting ready, and I think many parts of rural India are equally prepared and equally, capable of deploying vaccines. There might be some hinterland regions which may find it difficult, and that's where we need to focus. What is also very important to make sure that we prioritize the populations, because we do need to make sure that we stratify the populations in terms of those that require and benefit from the vaccines first, which are, of course, the healthcare workers, the vulnerable members of our society, etc., etc. I think stratifying and vaccinating those populations very efficiently is going to be the test.
True. Mishra, my final question, and this is related to the UK strain, which is a big headache in the United Kingdom and now more so all over the world. A vaccine is coming. It's going to be here either today, tomorrow, very soon. Can this vaccine help allay those fears of any mutation or a new strain, the existing vaccine?
Well, as you know, viruses mutate, and of course we should expect mutant strains of viruses. But I think what let's hope for is that the vaccine will actually cover these mutations, or at least will cover most of these mutations, so that the efficacy is still maintained. I think so far we don't have any information to say that it will not work. In fact, on the contrary, I think the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine claims that it will work on the mutant strain as well. So let's hope for the best.
Absolutely. Ms. Kiran Majumdar-Shaw, thank you so much for joining us right here on NDTV.
Thank you.